Authorities in Tamil Nadu and Puducherry are bracing for Cyclone Ditwah, which is making its way from Sri Lanka, where a national emergency has been declared. Remember, the cyclonic storm has killed over 100 people in Sri Lanka so far, and the storm is likely to reach southwest Bay of Bengal over northern Tamil Nadu and Puducherry early tomorrow morning. India has sent another IAF aircraft to Colombo with relief material. External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar confirmed that a total of 27 tons of aid has been delivered so far under Operation Sagar Bandhu, with more assistance on the way. All right, let's get in. My colleague Vijay joining us for an update in terms of where preparations are right now and what are authorities telling you, Vijay, right now in terms of Cyclone Ditwah's advance towards Tamil Nadu. Okay, we'll connect with Vijay in just a bit. It's raining very heavily in Tamil Nadu right now, exactly where Vijay is joining us live from. We're going to connect with him on the phone line. Go ahead, Vijay. Tell us more how things are looking right now on ground.
That's right, Gauri. For past 2 days, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister held many meetings with administration, especially district collectors who are part of coastal Tamil Nadu, especially over southern Tamil Nadu districts, where for past 2 days there has been a huge rainfall especially over Visakhapatnam, Mayiladuthurai, Tiruvallur and other coastal districts. In past 24 hours, over more than 20 centimeter rainfall have been registered across coastal areas. And there has been a discussion with even this late evening. There was a discussion with district collectors over a video call, and Disaster Minister KKSSR Ramachandran also mentioned that state government is fully prepared to face the cyclonic storm. As of now, there is no big damages in southern district. The crops and other certain damages has happened to south coastal areas, but as we speak, Chennai, just now the rainfall started in Chennai. The rainfall started to pour in Chennai and coastal near Puducherry and Karaikal area also. But also there is a warning from IMD regarding the wind surface wind. There could be a possible for 50 km per hour to 60 km per hour. There is a possible for wind surface warning from Indian Meteorological Department. And on ground, more than 30 teams, NDRF teams are on standby, 6 teams in Chennai and 6 teams in Viluppuram, and even across the north Tamil Nadu coastal areas to south Tamil Nadu coastal areas, all the NDRF team and even state disaster management team, SDRF teams are on standby. We have to wait and see. We are constantly monitoring the cyclone. It is expected to reach the Tamil Nadu coastal area, that is near Chennai, Puducherry and South Andhra Pradesh coastal by early morning of November 30. That is tomorrow early morning. It is predicted that it would reach near the coastal areas. We have to constantly manage. As of now, there is a heavy rainfall warning for northern coastal Tamil Nadu and interior Tamil Nadu also.
All right. Vijay Gopal Muralidharan, my colleague, joining us live from Chennai, where it is raining very heavily. I'm also now going to tell you more in terms of how things are looking right now in Sri Lanka, where a national emergency has been announced in the wake of the massive impact that the cyclone has had in Sri Lanka, where the toll has actually gone up to 123. That's the Cyclone Ditwah's impact in Sri Lanka. 130 people are missing and entire communities have now been cut off by floods and landslides, marking one of the island nation's worst disasters in recent memory. A state of emergency has been declared and it's battered by severe weather since last week, and conditions worsened with heavy downpours that flooded homes, fields, roads and triggered landslides as well. On your screens are some of those images of devastation in Sri Lanka. Those are some of those visuals that we are putting out that tell you exactly the kind of havoc that Cyclone Ditwah has caused, swept across Sri Lanka, flooding along with Heavy rain has toppled trees, washed away parts of roads, homes partially submerged. Severe impact of Cyclone Ditwah has brought powerful winds, torrential rain and widespread disruption across coastal regions. Two Chetak helicopters from the Indian aircraft carrier INS Vikrant are supporting Sri Lanka's search and rescue operations in the aftermath of Cyclone Ditwah with Sri Lankan Air Force personnel on board. This action follows a formal request from the Sri Lankan government for assistance from the Indian warship to help with relief efforts. The INS Vikrant itself recently docked in Colombo before being utilized and being roped in for rescue missions. All right, let's now get in Zulfiq Farzan, who is a senior journalist at News First in Sri Lanka, joining us live on the broadcast. Zulfiq, how is the situation right now on ground? President Dissanayake has announced a national emergency. What is the situation in terms of relief rescue operations that are underway right now?
Well, earlier in the day, President Andhra Dissanayake declared a state of public emergency here in Sri Lanka following the devastating floods and landslides that affected almost every part of the country. Now, speaking of the search and rescue operations, before that, I wish to touch on the latest update, which is 153 people are now confirmed dead by the Disaster Management Center as a result of the aftermath of this cyclone that triggered floods and landslides across Sri Lanka. And at the same time, more than 190 people are reported missing as of this moment. Now, there's something interesting here because these are figures that are coming in of places that these officials and the military and other search and rescue operators can go and access and get the count of. But there are certain villages, certain towns that have been completely cut off. We've just got information that some bridges connecting villages and towns have been completely cut off, completely washed off by the flash floods, making it impossible for some of these search and rescue operators and even the military that has been mobilized to reach those locations and save those who are trapped and also recover anyone who is deceased in those areas. On search and rescue, today, Chetak helicopters from the INS Vikrant were dispatched to carry out a search and rescue operation, and they recovered several individuals from two families. And at the same time, two IAF helicopters landed at the Bandaranaike airport, and those helicopters too will be deployed for search and rescue operations, in addition to the two Chetak helicopters on INS Vikrant and the Sri Lanka Air Force helicopters.
Zulfiq, a request came from Sri Lankan government for assistance from India. India has provided all possible assistance. Walk us through the next phase of this relief and rescue operations, because seeing how images are looking right now, maybe more rescue efforts will be needed, more assistance will be needed from India.
Absolutely, that's correct. More rescue efforts will be required. So Sri Lanka is actually looking at getting the Indian assistance as well. As you mentioned, we already have the support of two helicopters from IAF and from INS Vikrant, and 80 personnel were deployed from India. They landed today on a Illusion plane at the Bandaranaike airport along with sniffer dogs. So as I mentioned earlier, the challenge right now that Sri Lanka is facing is reaching these locations that have been completely cut off. Some of the roads are washed away. Some of the roads are covered by mountains of landslides and making it impossible for these search and rescue operators to actually go to those locations. So right now in Colombo, where I am based at, the weather is quite favorable. We did not have any rainfall since this afternoon. However, the cyclone is moving towards the north and towards India. So that means that northern area of the country, Jaffna mainly, will be battered by heavy rainfall. However, I must mention that the torrential downpour that impacted Sri Lanka over the past 2 days has triggered major flood warnings in the Colombo district as well, and also in the Gampaha district, which is connected to one of the main rivers in Sri Lanka, which is the Kalani River. Now, right now, this river is reaching flood level. A major flood warning has been issued. If more rainfall continues in the Central Hills, if there's more rainfall in those areas, that could trigger a catastrophic flood situation in Sri Lanka. And that is what Sri Lankan authorities in Colombo are bracing for. They've already told people to evacuate.
Indeed.
There are certain people who refuse to evacuate, but government intervention was made to make those people evacuate into safer locations.
And okay, let's just hope that things are under control soon and things do not get as worse as Zulfiq Farzan was pointing out. Thanks much for speaking to us on NDTV.